I'm Rhonda Greenberry, co-founder of School of Essentria, and I'm just popping on to do a really quick video to talk about the great lava bead and aroma jewelry debate. And today I have a lava bead bracelet with all the chakra stones that I created as part of my aromatherapy practice and workshops that I do. And what I wanted to talk about today is it's often asked, is it a good idea to put neat oils on the bracelet? So let's talk about that for a minute. The answer is yes or no, depending on your circumstances, how you're using it, etc. So in situations where it would be no, we would say, for example, phototoxic oils like a lemon, some of the bergamot, you might say cumin if that's what you want to put on your bracelet. Those oils would not be ideal to put on your aroma jewelry, or specifically any type of bead that would be right up against your skin. So I would say no, don't put those oils along with hot oils. So when we look at hot oils, we think of things like oregano, cinnamon bark, clove, cassia. Any of those oils would be hot and they would potentially burn the skin, okay? The reason that is that in the event that the bracelet were to become wet or the oil hadn't all the way soaked in, you would either sustain an injury from the hot oil touching the skin neat, and in some cases hot oil shouldn't even be applied to the skin at all, or you could end up with a chemical burn because of the phototoxicity of the oil. So you just have to use a little bit of essential oil safety and knowledge, and if you're not sure, our course teaches that, and you could always ask any certified aromatherapist, would have that knowledge anyways in Canada, okay? So there are those things to consider. So then the question is, so how do I apply the oils and should I dilute them? So when we're looking at dilution, for example, you might want to dilute if you think that you want the scent to stick around a bit longer. That's a possibility. The carrier oil doesn't soak in as well as the essential oil, and a lot of the essential oil components are volatile, so they evaporate anyways before they're even totally soaked into the bead. But diluting it can provide a little bit of safety for us and extend the scent. However, I think the neat use of the essential oils is fine as long as you're using the right cautions and you're doing it properly. So I'm going to show you how I would do that properly today. Okay, so I'm going to move this down a bit. I don't have a thing. So here I have a plate. Ta-da! Nothing fancy, just something that can catch the essential oil. And then I have the beaded bracelet, and I have an essential oil that I picked for the scent that I like. This one is just calming, and I really like the benefits that I get from it. So what I'm going to do is take my oil and drop a couple drops on it, and then I'm going to let it sit. So it's on the plate because the drops spill past the lava bead, and you don't want that to go on your countertops or anywhere else. You could potentially do that on a napkin or something, but it could still soak through. So I suggest you do it on a surface that's not porous and not marble. My kitchen countertops are marble, so essential oils would ruin them. And I'll come back in 5 to 10 minutes and the oil will be completely soaked into the bead. You can see, I'm not sure if you can see, but they're a bit wet right now, so I'll just leave it. You could even move it around a little bit on the plate to try and get the oil to soak up a bit. But I don't recommend holding it in your hand because you're going to get the oil on your hand neat as well, and you could avoid that. So that's how I would recommend using the oils, and use them with intention and purpose, right? So you can use it for calming. I'm not against using it for perfume, just not as an everyday, all the time practice. Save your perfumes for special outings and stuff, but you can make your own natural perfume or use the essential oils in lieu of something chemically toxic, right? Okay, so if you have any questions or comments, let me know, but that's how we will practice safe lava bead and aroma jewelry with essential oils. Okay.